first thing I'm thinking, I looked at that they said they did have a small menu to order from, like sandwiches. So the first thing I did was I saw it was a buffet. So it was either a buffet or a small menu. So went and looked at the buffet. Okay. Only thing not grilled was chicken. They had some of that baked. I mean, everything was fried except for they had that baked barbecue chicken. I saw the chicken. I said, all right, everything is good from that. Okay, and they had some barbecue as well. So I was like, all right, that's good. I can essentially get my lean protein in now. Also, yeah, I could have did some of the fried fish, whatever, and been 100% fine too. But I wanted to, you know, keep, you know, get the lower calorie options. Again, yes, I could have had the fried, been a little bit higher calories. That's fine. I could have had that. But this being an early meal in the day, I want to save my calories for later in the day. I don't want to have a super big meal here on like non-filling calories, you know, extra breading on the fried foods and things, which you can, again, you can have moderation and stuff, but I just decided best route, go more the lean protein routes, which was the baked chicken and the barbecue. So log those. As you see, the main thing I was shooting for was at least 20 grams of protein. I think I got around, forget the exact macros off the top of my head right now. They are on the screen, but you know, exceeded that just a little bit, which is all good. Then I got some homemade macaroni. Y'all saw that there. So I had about 75–80% of actually what I put in the bowl originally. You know, so I knew I wasn't gonna eat all of it. And then same thing for the rice. I had about half the rice I had in that little bowl there as well. Had half a bite of that biscuit, because again, it's like the rice was really good, the macaroni was really good, but it's like you got to have that internal stoppage, and you know, I was pretty satiated, you know, with everything I had. It wasn't like I wasn't stuffed by any means by the time I ate all that, and I wasn't hungry at all, right? So you got to learn to stop when you're satiated, not when you're freaking just slamming your stomach full of food. You don't want to stop then, because one, that you're eating way too much food. Two, you're actually stretching your stomach. That's why it's so like that super full feeling. You're actually stretching your stomach, so that's again going to make your stomach bigger and make your stomach want more food to fill it up. So it's kind of a negative, double negative there. So you know, I was 100% satiated with that. My sister got some, so I took half a bite of the biscuit. Again, I'm just logging this, and I'm so good now with tracking foods and eyeballing foods. So like for the barbecue, I just looked up like homemade barbecue. I got a certain one I always use, so that's a good thing too. So if you like every time you eat barbecue, you always use the same exact metric, right? Unless it's like a restaurant, then go by their macros and calories. But so I always use that for the, I think it was like Joe's homemade, or that might be for the macaroni, but I always use that same homemade barbecue. For the chicken, I just did a Walmart boneless skinless chicken breast, because I actually, you know, this actually had the bone and all, but I just got a breast and pulled all the meat off of it and just weighed the meat itself. I had my scale with me, so I'm weighing everything. I always advise that, guys. It takes, girls, it takes literally freaking a few extra minutes, literally a few extra minutes just to weigh it, the whole thing. Guess what? I know everything was exactly on my body, and I'm standing getting on my goals. Or I could have just eyeballed it, and I'd have been a lot more. Now it wouldn't have been, again, I'm super good at eyeballing things and understanding, because I've been weighing for so long. I can see and, you know, eyeball things a lot better, but still, it's like almost damn near zero more effort just to bring the scale, weigh it. Like, I mean, it's like, it's so much small. So just bring your scale with you. Get the results. The people that are thinking it's crazy, or guess what? They're not going to be the people getting results. You're going to be the people just over there with a full ass fucking plate, overweight. You know what I'm saying? So again, don't let other people, external world affect you. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your own goals. So I don't let anybody, you know, even my family a lot of times would say something about it. It's like, but I don't let even them affect me, or even strangers, damn sure not. Even my family, damn sure not. Because I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and it's like, they're just gonna accept it, because that's what the hell I'm gonna keep doing. Don't let anybody stop you from getting your goals. So anyway, weighed all that out, and then like again, so I put them all in little separate bowls so I could weigh the bowls, which actually ended up weighing nothing because they're just little styrofoam. So I would just put the cup, the little bowls up there with, you know, like for rice. Okay, then I just looked up, I actually just tracked it off of Chipotle rice. And then, you know, I'd eat, and then I put it back on there, subtract how much was left. That way I see how much I ate, because again, I didn't eat all of it. So for the macaroni and cheese, I just always do like the, I think it's called like Joe's homemade macaroni and cheese. I always just use that when I eat some homemade like macaroni and cheese like that. I always use that. I just always use that one. And then for the biscuit, I just, you know, I kind of looked up, you know, I ate half that biscuit, and I was like, okay, so half that biscuit there is probably about this many calories. So You know, I basically knew, okay, with this biscuit here, I want to have about this many calories into the biscuit, you know, so which was around like 50 max. So I think it ended up being like 47, 30 something, whatever. So I ate that. So I basically allotted myself like, okay, yeah, I want the biscuit taste. Now, I don't restrict myself completely. If you want the taste of the thing, eat it. So I wanted the biscuit. I got a little bit of everything. I got the macaroni and cheese, got the rice, got a little bit of everything I wanted, taste-wise, but it's in moderation, right? So I got half the bite of biscuit. And again, at this point, I'm already satiated, so it's not like I need the whole biscuit, right? I'm basically gonna be just as full eating the whole biscuit versus eating half the biscuit. Just took a 1/2 bite out of that biscuit, tracked that calories for what I thought those calories were. And then I saw my sister have banana pudding. They had banana pudding there. I was like, oh, that looks really good. Bananas sound, I haven't had any fruit today like I normally would be eating. That banana pudding sounds really good. It's probably more so the banana that's appealing to me. So I went and literally, y'all saw that. I literally got like one wafer pretty much covered with the actual pudding or whatever. So again, it's the same thing. Like, and you build this more like, at first it's gonna take your willpower, but in time, you'll just get good, and it's a discipline that builds. And once you have the habits built, you don't have to really use much willpower or anything. It's just like, I have so much discipline now to it, like I can have just one or just that tiny bit again. So for the banana pudding, I was like, okay, I know I want some, so I'm not gonna restrict myself from it. That is 100%, I believe, gonna cause you to fail. If you have a certain food you wanna eat, but you just 100%, no, I cannot have that food. I can't eat it because I'm dieting. I can't eat it because of this or because of that. That's gonna allow you to freaking overeat sometime later in the day, because you're actually depriving yourself of something you actually really want. So the best thing to actually do, I've found in my years, and like I said, I'm literally as deep in a cut as I've ever been in my entire life. I'm as lean as I've ever been, still dropping fat great. And the whole time, like, I never restrict myself. If I want that piece of cake or if I want that banana pudding like this, I'll have it. And in different situations, I have more or less. But today, I knew right then, okay, I do want a little bit of that banana pudding. I do also know I'm satiated, okay? I do know about how many calories I want to, spend on this meal. I'm not going to be having to ask the calories and blow it out again this early in the day too. Now, if this is the last meal, I had a lot of calories left over. If I just wanted to use all the calories for the banana pudding, just say if that was 300 calories, 200 calories, whatever, yeah, I may well do it then. But I knew I just wanted the taste of it, just a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'll probably put like 50 calories towards this banana pudding here. Again, not to keep everything on schedule for the day. You can't just look at one meal. It's overarching this whole day, staying on track, and then also eating the foods I want, hitting my macros, everything. So I was like, I know just that one bite there, that'll kind of give me that, satisfy that little craving or whatever you want to call it for that banana pudding. So I just had that one, and it was like 2 bites I took out of it. Absolutely freaking amazing. I'm satiated. I can stop right there again because I'm 100% satiated. I got the flavor I want. I'm 100% good. My calories, macros, everything are looking great to keep me on track for the rest of the day. And again, I had the biscuit, I had the macaroni and cheese, I had some barbecue, I had very tasty foods. Even the barbecue chicken was freaking delicious. The rice was really good. Everything was super delicious, right? So I had everything I wanted to eat, in moderation, and my macros are good. I got the protein I want, I got all the macros. So I'm on course for the rest of the day still. And again, if you wanted to have more of the dessert or whatever, blah, 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 you can do that. But you have to understand, the more you have now, that's the less feeling. It's probably going to cause you to be more hungry later in the day. So I understand that. So again, keep these. I'm a big advocate. I've seen the most success with myself and my clients as well. Smaller meals during the day, bigger meals at night. Okay, it's going to allow you to adhere to your diet more. When you have bigger meals to look forward to later in the day, that kind of, if you do have any hunger during the day, it allows you to kind of, for dinner tonight, I'm going to have a huge meal. I'm going to be 100% satisfied. I'm going to eat maybe this pizza I want, or I'm going to eat this piece of cake I want. So it gives you something to look forward to when you do feel hungry. Okay, it's all good. I have another smaller meal coming up, and then later after that, I'm going to have a really big meal. And then you're super satiated. You feel great after that meal. You go to sleep on a full stomach. You're super happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for this meal. Again, moderation is key, my people. Now, a lot of times I might not want that. A lot of times I don't really even have. I'm so healthy eating. Like, I've been doing this for so long. Like, I really don't have any kind of cravings toward sweets and stuff like that. And you can get there too now. I used to eat literally like Burger King literally every single day, fast food every single day, almost every meal, like Hershey pie every time I'd go to Burger King, like just the worst diet you could ever possibly think of. I mean, literally, as a kid growing up and stuff in my early teens. But it's a journey. And even when I started on my health and fitness journey, I would eat a lot more junk food. But over time, your taste buds change, and the more you get away from the processed garbage junk foods, with just all that ton of artificial sugar, the less your body craves it, because it's not actually natural for your body to crave it, because to your body it really wouldn't exist in nature. So why your body wouldn't crave something that's only been created in the past like 100 years, you know what I'm saying, like Pop-Tarts with all the artificial flavoring and stuff. That stuff really doesn't exist in nature. So if you get your taste buds, your brain, everything wired back to whole foods, like now the things I may crave would be like some freaking grapes or some walnuts or pistachios, or like my pizza breads where it's just like grains and tomatoes and cheese, and you know, it's all healthy foods. Like any kind of sweet craving I have normally is always basically going to be some grapes. Ooh, that banana sounds so good. You know what I'm saying? It's like more natural foods, and that's to the point you really want to get. And some of y'all are probably sitting there right now, you might be thinking you could never get to that point, but trust me, you can, because trust me, I don't see anybody eating worse than I used to eat. So trust me, I can tell you this knowing it works, because I was the person again who would literally eat fast food every single meal. Like I'd get at a Burger King, get Cinny Minis, get a butter biscuit, get a sausage biscuit in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Might come back to Burger King later that day, get some chicken fries, chicken fry combo, barbecue sauce, ketchup, drinking Coke slushy from Burger King, like McDonald's almost every day. And basically I would eat McDonald's or Chick-fil-A every single day after middle school. Every time I go to Burger King for like a meal like that combo, I would basically get a Hershey pie probably 85-90% of the time. Like drinking milkshakes, like just eating pizza every single day, Slim Jims. I mean, literally that's just the worst unhealthy diet you could possibly think of. So I've been there, and that's why I think I'm such a great advocate to tell y'all. And I know y'all can get to where I'm at, because it just takes time. It's been years, and I'm 7 years deep in the game on like my diet journey, you want to call it, just my health and fitness journey. So like it takes time, but you can get there, and it happens slowly, month for month. You slowly make these small habit changes. Your taste buds slowly change, and you also see the rewards. You're actually training your mental wiring, because you can see what happens when you eat healthy, how you feel, the results you get. And then once you do kind of have those binges where you go off the track a little bit, you might eat unhealthy. Well, you can see how much achy your body is, how much worse you feel, lower energy. Like then you go back to eating healthy, like you see go back unhealthy, so you're not recovering as fast. Then you get back on track eating healthy, see how great you feel, more energy, sleeping, everything's better. So like and you're getting to your goals faster, so it just like keeps like establishing, reaffirming in your brain, like it's like a positive reaffirmation, whatever you want to call it. Like it just keeps like letting you know, like you keep getting more and more excited to eat healthy, because you see the results it's getting you, and then you kind of naturally want to stop eating unhealthy because you see the results that's bringing you as well. And again, you could eat more unhealthy than I do, but I think the goal is to eat healthy. Our body's a temple, you know what I'm saying? It's the only body we got. So put healthy foods in it, you're gonna be healthy, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's a long-term process. Think years, think the rest of your life. You're slowly trying to get your diet. I get so excited when I can tweak my diet, even if it's 1%, to be healthier, because that's progress. So over time, you just want to slowly make your diet healthier. And again, it's a journey. So start where you are, and do the best you can today. And I'm here for you too if you want to coach. I do custom meal plans for you, custom macro programs for you, custom workout programs for you, and I have an app on the phone where I can track everything and see everything you eat throughout the day to keep you accountable with your diet as well, and give you constant tips and tricks, how to adjust when you do go off track. Same thing with your workout. I can track your workout, keep you accountable there, making sure you're going to the gym, make sure you're doing everything correctly, and then, just constantly staying on top of you throughout the day. So if y'all are interested in that, first link in bio. I'd probably just drag this clip out super long, but I'm just gonna probably keep repeating, or maybe putting other meals over this, essentially, because this is super important. This is super important. So like, again, I know y'all can get to this point. A lot of people are like, I can't just eat one thing of this. If I open that box of donuts, whatever, I'm gonna have to eat all the donuts. Well, that's where you are right now. So you have to learn. You might have to be more strict at the beginning. I have some clients like that. They tell me that, they might be on their meal plan really good, and then they go off and they'll have a ton of wine and some cake or something, and I'm like, I have days where you're in there how you can work these foods in there in moderation, but they're like, yeah, well, if I do one, I have to do the whole box or something and stuff like that. They're sitting there craving donuts. I was like, okay, I'll make you a new day where it includes donuts, and that's what they're saying. Like, and I get it from a bunch of different clients. So I was saying this one in particular, like, they've been craving donuts. I was like, well, I have days for you to show you how to incorporate that with your free calories, or I can make you a whole nother day up, or days with donuts worked in, they were like, no, if I have one, I'm gonna have all of them. So they're at that point where I used to be when I started, where, you know, they're addicted. You're addicted to junk food. That's why I said there's just so much sugar put in it. It literally releases dopamine in your brain, and you literally get addicted to those junk foods. It's literally a drug addiction. So it's not even a food addiction, it's a drug addiction. So, and that's why they make foods like that. So you want to keep buying them and buying them and buying them and buying them. Because why? Because it's making them money. It's growing their brand. So, but see, you might have to do that at the beginning, initial. But I never say cut it completely out. But if you know you're that kind of person, again, you might have to just cut it more at the beginning. And as you stay on the healthier path longer, again, those cravings will diminish, and then you'll get better and better. Like just this client in particular, they see that when they do freaking go off and binge eat, it keeps getting less frequent, and less worse when they do. Like it actually hasn't happened in a long time now, because they keep seeing all this results, you know, visually in the gym, and the scales dropping, the fat's dropping too, getting, you know, better performance in the gym too, looking better, feeling better, dropping pant sizes, you know, their body fat's dropping, the weight's dropping, and then when they go all overboard with the junk food and stuff, their weight's up like crazy. They don't feel as good. The same thing I'm telling y'all earlier, like they really start to notice how bad it makes them feel about going off like that. And so like I said, it's kind of like a negative a negative reaffirmation to like, damn, like you see, okay, now I did that, now my weight all this next week is higher, like if I don't stay, so like it like, so that kind of like pushes you away from the junk food too, because you see it's taking away from your goals. But you have to have goals as number one. If you don't have any goals, well then yeah, why would you not just keep eating garbage like you're eating? You gotta have a goal that where you know, okay, if I eat like this is gonna get me my goals. If I eat this way, it's gonna pull me away from my goals. You see what I'm saying? Again, you can have the balance, but the more junk food generally though, you're gonna be hungry because they're less filling. You know, the more whole foods you can have, the more full you're gonna be. But and again, you get to the point where like, ooh, a potato or a sweet potato, or again grapes, or just my turkey breast, or my ground beef with the seasons I'm gonna do, that is freaking amazing. Or just a plain walnuts is just so freaking delicious to me. Y'all cannot believe it. And like I tell my brother, it's like the only thing he believes. Like I tell him, like I had like an Oreo cake for my birthday. I did a taste test on there. I'll pop it up. But I was like, it's really, really freaking good. Now I'll give it like a 10, but it's like I literally feel the same way about basically all the, like a big ass, like when I eat my grapes, that's a freaking 10 to me. And like, because he's really, really big into junk food. Now he's still, you know, lost a lot of weight and all, but a lot of people like this, but once you change your taste buds, you like, that's a 10. Like that's the best thing in the world for me to eat. Or there's grapes, you see what I'm saying? So then the other stuff doesn't look as good to you because it has all the negatives to it. But anyway, I just pulled up at the house, so I'm about to go in there. I got to get some work done for a store, and again, I may have been putting the other meal up on the screen, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do this because this went a lot longer than I was originally anticipating. But I broke this down a lot more to try to help y'all as much as I possibly can. So we'll just check back here in a bit.